Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we drive the spike of chaos through the heart of the Ice Court, and also, I don't know, have a lot of hope about getting a demon soul. It really is like a very hope-based business at this point. That's unfortunate. Alas, can't quite get into business position this turn. It's hard to tell. I don't think... This army should not be able to get to Fort Ostrosk. I think we will be safe for a turn after we knock this over. I think actually knocking it over is not going to be entirely trivial.
It is time to strike.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we can. So 2,000 is probably going to let me steal something from the garrison, but probably not the army. 2,000... Yeah, we could take a crappy unit of spears and archers. We could take a crummy unit of cavalry as well. I think I'd rather have one of these. Alright, let's do it. I'm confident we can do this. So they have 3 units of cannons, which could be very effective in defending against a siege, depending on the layout of the map. Yeah, this is definitely better for them because they can lay them back into the mountain. So we have to be smart about how we approach here. We have what, like 3 natural approaches. It's interesting that there are 2 different ways to go straight for the core command point, and you know, keep in mind, like, taking this is not going to win us the battle or anything. I don't mean to like over focus on these, but the leadership, it's giving them a leadership buff, right? Like, I feel like if we want them to break ever, well, I guess let's get back in here and look at the benefits of each point, see what each thing is actually doing. We cannot out leadership the Ice Court ever. It seems like their units never break. Basically, it's actually very frustrating. All right, what exactly is this giving? Yeah, it's giving plus 10 leadership. It's giving 15% melee defense. And then these are just supplies. They're not giving buffs at all. Okay, so, I mean, it's really easy to just try to line stuff up here and go straight for the heart. But we definitely need to split their defenders up. I wish this army had a little bit more fast cavalry. Because what I would really like to be able to do is have all of our fast-moving cavalry units set up out here. Like, let's do this, right? And then maybe also the flyers along with that. Just put bodies here and then have them break and run to one of the sides, not actually pursue this as a path. So I think I'm going to do something that is very similar to what we did last time. Just like, this will be the group on one side. Sorry, you should be in there as well. I guess actually, yeah. And then this will be the group on the other side. And we'll just kind of see what they let us take here. Yeah, and then the cav units will do whatever makes sense once we've seen the defenders. Alright, so this time they have enough units to actually set up a real defense. Okay, we can see they got a tower here, and do we see anything else? Ah, okay. So they set up a tower here as well. It's a good far forward anti-cavalry position. I don't think that's bad play at all. It is, however, interesting how heavily they've defended the sides. Or actually, just that one side, really. This side's not heavily defended at all. So I'm debating. I'm torn between trying them here because they really didn't put up a lot of stuff, and between Falco and the Plague Ridden, I think we can probably actually beat this pretty easily. They're going to run stuff back from here, and they did keep a lot of cavalry in an easy move position. The other thing we could do is just try to relocate the flyers to here, push this side really hard. We could even just run the cavalry up here. We'll be... Yeah, down here in the canyon, we'll be protected from that tower's line of sight anyway. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have the ground cavalry units just disregard this entrance, even though they're not guarding it very heavily. We're going to push this way as much as we can and get that good flank. Okay, so this side's a little light on actual infantry, which is, it's a bummer. So y'all charge forward. You should just open fire on maybe one of these high ground units, actually. Oh, that's Ice Guard. Yeah, shoot the Ice Guard. Fuck them. For real, they're the worst. Actually, do I just want to give the order directly, all of y'all shoot at the cav? And you, I think you need to take a different approach. Okay, I think this makes sense, and then we should probably like give some orders over here. So they have a lot more defense. A thing we could try to do to avoid having to face the leopard and stuff right away is just push this way as though we're going for the top of the hill. They'll probably bring the Griffin Legion up to hit us in the back if we do that. Like, maybe it's okay. Let's have you all... Yeah, kind of push forward like this. You can just start shooting them from here. Oh, right. These units are part of this army as well. Yeah, just counter fire. Okay.
As a gift to me.
We may as well hit the Forbidden Rod now, while it can just do damage to the shielding. We'll probably have enough time to regen the shields before it becomes an issue. Wow, was that really a single volley? Interesting. It's also interesting how much they're not committing to their cavalry to defense. They're moving a lot of their units out. They don't really seem to have much interest in defending this point, or defending this route at all, which is really cool, because that means we can just run up here and probably not have to sit through a huge amount of cannon fire, which is definitely a thing I was concerned about. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna amend these orders. I'm going to leave the spear troops on this duty, or actually maybe even close up behind a little bit more. But I'm going to have the scourges, yeah, just kind of commit a little deeper. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of ways they could react to this yet. And then over on this side, I'm a little worried that these cavalry troops are going to get shot a lot. I think maybe we just have the flyers go straight to the point, because it looks like they're not really going to offer up much in the way of defense. So this is group 2. I mean, they're going to fire down on us from up here, but I think we're going to loop around. I'm going to try to draw these troops away from the higher ground. See how successful that is. You can just fire up the hill at these ones if they're going to back off like that. I think that's probably okay. And then, like, for these units, refocus right here for now. Let's try to burn those out quickly. And do I want to just drop Furies on this one cannon crew here, or no? I probably want to use them to help help with this stuff. Let's drop the Furies here. Flamethrowers do really good damage. Oh, and the indirect fire from the pink horrors. Excellent, excellent work. That said, y'all do need to get into the safety zone, like here. So spear troops are not going to be able to defend you if you're doing that.
For orders!
The pangs of suffering!
Okay. So we're going to have some of the Scourges just try to break these guys down real fast. These ones are basically already dead. I want our Flamers to get up here if they can, and... yeah, I guess I don't really need to change the other troops' orders. I think that's all going to hold. Okay, this side has evolved a little bit. Brought their cav back around. This is a move that I fully do not understand, but am fine with. Do I want to just... I feel like we could just fly over here and maybe drop the portal. Let's see about that. I trust the plague-ridden... Actually, I might disengage the plague-ridden seeing this unit of cavalry coming in. Yeah, let's disengage both of them. Make the cav have to come down. Get off the ground. Okay, there we go.
Changing way.
Gonna get these units to... I really want them to come together in a position where we can drop this thing on both of their heads. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. But we're gonna take the position where it could. All right, so you stay on them, and let's go Flames and Pink Horrors on this crew. And I think I'm gonna leave... So I want to run my cavalry units up this hill, obviously. Well, I guess here we'll bring forward the Soul Grinder, because the Soul Grinder can break up these cavalry real fast. You two, I'm gonna have like rotate back around to here for safety for the moment. Okay, that's pretty good.
Master of sorcery. Take them apart.
It does seem like I am undoing them in a pretty serious way. But it didn't quite break them. We can probably finish them off here. Now look at how few bodies there are left. And yet they fight. All right, do this. We got some war sleds coming in. That seems like a good job for the ranged on this side. Yeah. Let's have the ranged go after this. I think I'm gonna turn you to melee mode. Yeah, and just have you rampage. Big scary monster. They haven't brought up the cavalry. I'm gonna move the marauders in here to help. We'll keep the chaos halberds at the back for the moment. They're not completely abandoning the other side. Yeah, this is a little bit... It's a little bit awkward for us to take care of, or for us to use our cavalry in a meaningful way here for the moment.
Marauders of flourish!
Okay, what did we pull? The Blade of Corn. A huge explosion. So we want to drop a huge explosion on someone. These units are already suffering. It doesn't seem like it does that much damage, honestly. It seems like the kind of thing you want to drop on a large number of massed troops rather than... I guess we could do it like here. Just drop it on top of a cavalry unit that's not moving. See if they'll allow that to happen to them. That was okay. You be a distraction. Something terrible just happened to this unit of Minotaurs. Their health got... Okay, the health of a lot of units over here got really nuked in a way that I'm not really sure what happened. Might have been a big spell that we just weren't present for. I mean, I have a lot of magic in the pool. Let's go ahead and, let's go help them out. Seems like they could use a little push. We'll have Falco run over here, and I think it is about time we take this command point and remove that tower. So that's going to be, let's see, the Chaos Warriors probably are not the ones who run up the hill. But I guess we don't have any cavalry coming over here. Yeah, all right. Chaos Warriors do this. Demonettes of Slanesh. We want to give these things something to fight. So I'm going to have the Scourges turn around here. We'll go... I guess the units that are back here I don't really want to move because we have plans. Okay, part of it's cannon fire, I see. I'm also gonna drop one of these. All right. Now let's get back to the event. It's very interesting that the sleds are firing shots at Falco even while they're being engaged in melee here. Feels like they shouldn't be allowed to do that. Okay, now that we've dropped the healing effects and we're getting whatever heals we're gonna get, let's have these units run up the hill. And I think like having something fast move up this way, like the Minotaurs maybe makes sense. But I think the rest of this stuff is going to the top of the hill. So deselect the Minotaurs. Because we don't want this tower to finish. And I'm assuming this tower is controlled by the central... actually maybe not. It's actually really hard to tell. Well, whatever. We do, like, either way we want to take it, right? So, up the hill, we gotta deal with this. And actually, Ian goes with them, I think. How's this front going? Okay, their cavalry are starting to get in.
Slaves to darkness!
Hussars! Marauders of Slanesh!
Yeah, we're still taking a fair amount of cannon fire. It was not a big surprise, I suppose. Oh, wait, hold on a second. That was the wrong unit of these. You get up here like I told you. Sorry, I forgot which side we were on here. We're at about half ammo. Actually, it looks to me like probably... If I want to be able to shoot them in the flank cleanly, this is the approach. I will say that I think the shields are probably holding us against the cannon fire. pretty effectively. So they're only able to do a small amount of damage intermittently. Okay.
Retreat!
That's all good stuff. You know what, Kossars, go
Sends us forth!
go get me the point. Alright, Iern, is it time to go murder heroes or characters? I think so. I think this is what we built Iern for, right? He should be good at this. And we can, when he gets close, we can give him the Curse of the Leper. I'm also going to do this up here.
Despair! Decay! Decompose!
Okay, how's this going? Very slowly is the answer. The Minotaurs are taking a terrible beating from the from the tower. Y'all can actually just turn and kill that. That's fine. Falco is gonna go fight a snow leopard. I think the soul grinder is definitely not doing a thing that it was told to do. I mean, it's not going to get there in time for it to matter, though. Oh, you know what? Actually, this point matters. Yeah, go ahead and do this. That point is where some of the more annoying towers are linked to, actually. I'm going to pull some cavalry for that as well. I needed to steer them around. I thought they'd be able to just charge through the mass. Come on, y'all.
Chaos warriors of Khorne! Greater demon of Finch!
Oh, Minotaur, please live. Run, Minotaur, run.
Wind Watcher schemes!
Oh,
Glorious bloodshed!
that's unfortunate. The good news is this this cat is not here for long. Okay, I can't help but notice that some of you have given up on your orders. Yeah, I guess just go ahead and finish this off. Y'all do whatever fighting you want to do from inside the box, please. But yeah, this is over. I think we've very clearly won. Y'all do this. Demonettes probably need to disengage if they can. The Exalted Pink Horrors will probably do a fine job holding the cav for the moment. And here we can... I'm gonna go big blue fire on Lil Grom. Let's see how that works. That's pretty good.
Twist and tangle! For the Dark Gods!
Okay, that Little Grom is done for. And as such, this point is ours. They just charged me with their cannon. I mean, I'll give them that. I'll give them this. It worked. It was actually pretty effective. Okay. For some reason, none of these units over here managed to make it into the box. Actually, sorry. Flyer, you don't need to do that. You need to do this. You need to do that. And on this side, we've actually managed to clear them out. It took forever. This is converting already, so these units just also run up the hill. We just form up. I think the battle's over. Go ahead and withdraw. There we go. Yeah, they hold out in a way that's not likely to increase. Like they're not. It's not going to make them win the battle. It's just going to really drain your force's health as you continue to fight them. Which I guess is like the design there is that makes it really hard to run any kind of long campaign in these lands because every battle does 75% more damage to you than you would expect. Mechanically, I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty strong design for the Great Winter faction. It is really annoying to have to play against. So I think our Minotaurs might be dead, might be properly eliminated. That one Minotaur surviving with such a tiny shard of health could be an actual lost unit. And we're just gonna sack this and then raise it, I think. It's gonna give us a lot of money on the sack, I would imagine. Okay, 3,400 there. No, the Minotaur stands strong.
Sweetest torture.
Okay. Did someone in my army yell "sweetest pork chop"? Is that? Oh right, you're not allowed to. You're allowed to raise and occupy on the same turn. You're not allowed, or sack and occupy. You're not allowed to sack and raise. Well, you know what? Fuck it, I'll occupy it. Yeah.
You only delay your destruction.
I don't actually want to hold on to it. We'll probably abandon it afterward, but a turn of friendly replenishment actually is very welcome here. So I have 2 skill points. What do we want? So finishing up the Firestorm makes some sense to me. You know what? Lowered attrition damage is not a bad idea either.
New phase begins.
And you're just picking up more points of Woundmaker.
Greetings.
I guess so. I think what I'm going to do here is just build I'm going to build an income building, and then we'll just let that sit until they come and reclaim it. The Minotaurs are going to be at like a third. A lot of our units are going to be in pretty good spirits by the end of this turn, though. And I was considering attacking like this army over here, but I really want Alas to be in support position. We got to get him closer to Falco. All right. Iglixis.
Demon Prince.
Katerin hit the... Okay. Well, this is over then. I guess what I can do in that case, if Katerin's gonna go hit the thing, is she at basically fall?
Ice Queen bows to no one.
She's not. I suppose there's some chance she could just fail at the event. Yeah, alright. I was gonna say let's just traverse the rifts, but we have no idea if that makes sense to do. The thing that would be most effective to do, if we are given the opportunity, would be to go get some information at this point. So I guess let's just jump in one of these things and see what's what.
I go where I please.
If we get another turn, which I don't think that we will, we'll use it
Person was weak.
doing one of these things for info.
I, the magnificent.
The Mistress of Suffering, I think, is going to remain in this general area. How's that? That Ice Court army over here is absolutely coming after us and is going to ignore everything between us and their current position. So I guess be ready for that. You are going to recruit one more... I mean, I thought those toads actually did remarkably good work last time. One more turn with the units, you can hang out over there. I think I don't really want Cran to go anywhere. I think Cran's job is similarly defense. We could go, like, try to murder just random heroes, just not let them build up a supply of leveled up heroes.
Blood Reaper succeeds.
And what do you know? Blood Reaper succeeds. And he's so excited about it. You know what I love most about Khorne's forces is the enthusiasm. A little bit of murder. A little bit of murder never hurt anybody. I mean, you know what I mean. And then, yeah, I think we're good for the turn. So I do believe we are... There's a chance we're going to be booted out of the Demon Prince realm here. It should be the case that they lose with an army that's in that condition. But my guess is that they're going to win that quest battle. They should have to stop and, like, heal up for a turn, you know? So the fact that during their turn, Iglixis was briefly selected made me think that this is exactly what was happening. Okay.
You're trying.
Yep.
Hellish power.
All right. So, what do we do with Iglixis then? I guess the play is we just run up along here.
Surge across this land. Furious momentum.
At the very least, we'll have Iglixis get to the Tower of Crack, and then we'll make a decision from there. Falco probably just continues. Katerin came back right here. That's actually really interesting. Her army's probably all fucked up too, right? Yeah, we're just gonna go punk her real fast.
Do you see?
Killing Katerin every single time that we have the option to, I think, is probably fairly wise. I mean, it kind of gives her a free trip home, but if we don't do it, she'll just resettle Zoishank. Yeah. We'll kill her and then we'll run back to the fort. Oh, cowardice. Maybe we won't. This is the deep cowardice. I cannot believe.
Fly high. Fly high.
I'm going back over the border to my territory where I can heal. I was kind of hoping, sometimes it lets you reach just beyond the edge of your apparent movement range to do an attack. I was hoping that was going to be one of those instances. No such luck. Alright, the Grand Vomitus is just gonna run to the tower, where he serves as the garrison's other half, basically.
Taste thy pleasure.
You know, I think I actually am gonna run you forward a little bit further.
No higher power than I.
So Casimir's army is bleeding this whole time. Hopefully they will just run out of health. You're gonna fall back. You're exhausted this turn anyway. Okay. And we're 3 turns away from being able to... We're 3 turns away from having the population to finish upgrading Erengrad. Obviously, the money is going to be a problem.
In my pot.
It used to be that it simply didn't make sense to go after, to declare war on another ogre faction. Now I think it would actively be bad, because we are moving armies in that direction. Alright, giant chaos birds teleporting into existence out of nowhere. These things happen. The magic of the chaos wastes, right? So the Oracle's got one. That puts them at 3. Yeah, the Poxmakers didn't try for a 4th. So, okay, we still only have 1 potential game-winning force for the next portal. And we're just gonna have to hope that somebody else does the defense. Or that, again, that we disrupt their actions enough that they can't go after the game victory right away. Okay, stopping to encamp. I think the plan is going to be to have her just go and harass them constantly. Katerin's army just disappeared. Ran south or something, maybe? Alright. Let's get those harassers off the table. Turns out Infernal Gateway is awesome.
Look upon me.
So we can just run over here to the other far end of our territory. Yeah, I think that's a move. Ooh.
Only obey Bloodfather.
The Shadow Legion Rogue Army. Interesting. Alright, well I hope y'all are... Okay, Skarbrand is building up a proper force in Kislev. Yeah, this is all very good news for us.
Greetings.
Do we have a sense? It's really frustrating that if an army is in a movement, if they're in a movement mode that doesn't give them movement, it doesn't show you what their normal movement would be. I want to make sure Falco's not standing within a single turn's move of those armies. Oh, Tsarina Katerin's up here. Interesting. Her flag was hidden behind some of these other names before, I guess. Yeah, we really, really don't want to be within range of their forces. Okay, so if we stop like somewhere over here, we should be safe. Like this should be good and still on our side of the line, so we're still getting replenishment.
By the changer.
I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, we're still getting something. It's not as good as friendly settlement replenishment, but it's still something. Vomitus is fine. Cran. I'm wondering whether I actually do want to run across here and try to like harass these as they move north, because I bet that's what they're going to try to do. We may have to have Iglixis turn south and actually fight with them. Okay. Let's see what they do. Just very slightly rearrange and continue to recruit. So yeah, they're going to full stacks, which is probably fine.
Though my power
I don't think that's a big danger for us. Yeah, those Saberskin ogres I think are near Goldtooth stuff, so we've reached a situation where I actually don't want to take on additional enemies if it's not really, really beneficial. Oh, cool. Really? Is it really going to do that thing again? I have no idea what is causing this hanging glitch, and it's probably more to do with my computer than it is to do with the game, but it's still frustrating. That doesn't make it not frustrating. Okay, well, you know what? We're 40 minutes into this episode. I apologize for this being a little shorter than normal, but I think what I'm going to do is call it here. Okay, there we go. There's the actual crash to desktop. What I'm going to do is call it here, and we'll just come back next time, tomorrow, with a working save. And hopefully I'll be able to figure out what is causing this so that I can stop it from happening in the future. And we'll see you then.